Well, it's Monday morning again. The weather's looking beautiful. It's a bit chilly, but it'll soon warm up. Job for today is to finish this back panel. It's mostly in, but I haven't glued the sides up yet, and I've got a few little ripples in it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to reverse it up to the bit closer to the garage, use some aluminium strips to get rid of the ripples on the side there, and then I'm going to hold the aluminium in place with these, put them from the garage across to the truck and use them to hold the aluminium in place while the glue goes off. So that's the plan. We'll see if it works. Well, forward one step, back one step. It appears that the panels I stuck on this side haven't stuck. I've just peeled them off, and I found the problem. The panels I put on the other side, which I bought 2 or 3 years ago, have got a matte finish to the back of them. These panels have got a gloss finish and the glue doesn't stick to them. So just gone over them all with the DA and 80 grade grit and roughened up the back and taken all the shine off it so that they'll stick. So now I've got to re-glue them and stick them back on again. Glue stuck perfectly to the aluminium, but the plastic was just too shiny and it wouldn't grip to it. So now glue it all up again, stick them back in, tape them back on again, and hope that they stay stuck this time. That's all stuck perfectly. So yeah, a bit disappointing, but never mind, nothing too major. Only taken half an hour to sort out. So let's get the glue gun out again. Okay, so all rectified and glued back in again. I gave the back of the panels a good sanding with the DA and then degreased them all with isopropyl alcohol. So can't see any reason why they won't stick now. The near side panels, which were matte on the inside, have stuck like rock. I think it was such a high gloss finish on these that it just wasn't sticking to them. So now they're all roughed up and cleaned. They hopefully will be all right. Can't see any reason why they won't be. Right, on to the jobs I was meant to be doing. So I've decided to leave gluing the panel up to the end of the day so it doesn't get disturbed. So what I'm going to do now is make the back panel to go over here. Unfortunately, it's just too wide for a bit of 8x4, so I'm going to have to make it in 2 panels. Top one first of all, so it'll be from up here down to this one, and then I'll make a separate panel that goes downwards. So we'll measure that up. I've got some 3-ply, which is quite nice and light, so I should use this, measure it up and make the first panel. Made the top panel. I've just put a couple of temporary screws in it just to hold it at the moment. And now what I'm going to do is go around the outside, mark up the window aperture, and then I can cut that out. So I just need a approximate of where the window is. So just draw all the way around the window aperture. Now what I need to do is just add a little bit to it, I think. But that's the window aperture marked. That's the window hole cut out. It's almost perfect, just got a little tiny bit of trimming to do. And then once all that's fitted and it's carpeted, I've got the original blinds and frame to go around the inside. and then you've got your pull down screen, and you've also got the mosquito net on there as well. So you've got everything you need. So that's it, coming on. So next job, just clean up the edges on the timber, and then what I've decided is going to use as much of the timber as I can in one piece. So I've got, going to make another bit of aluminium. I've got one here, and I'm going to fit these in here so that the wood's got something to fix onto. So that's that. Well, just had half an hour of fun with the truck. I started it up, it was running really poorly. The fuel gauge wasn't reading, even though I put fuel in it. The rear number plate lights had no power to them. There was a side light out at the front. When I originally went to the number plate lights, they had power, but when I connected the number plates, they lost power. Now, what I've realised is it's a CAN bus system, and it probably doesn't like the bulbs. I may have to order a couple of LED bulbs and put those in instead. But now I've changed the front side lamp bulb, which had gone, which is great fun. You have to take the headlamp out to do it. You've got 2 screws up here, 1 down here. Take these 2 trim panels off. There's 3 bolts, 1 up here, 1 there, 1 there. Take those out, then you can take the headlamp out, then you can change the bulb, and then you can put it all back together again. So half an hour's work just to change 1 bulb. Anyway, that's done, that works. And I disconnected the battery while I was doing all of this, having had a quick look on the internet, and it said disconnect the battery, let the CAN bus reset itself. So I did that, and now everything's working fine. The fuel gauge has started working again. The engine wouldn't rev over 2000 before. Now it's revving absolutely fine. I've got power back at the rear number plate, but I'm going to order a couple of LED ones. I don't think the CAN bus likes the bulbs, so I'll order a couple of LED lights and connect those instead. So if you ever have lots of problems, disconnect the battery, leave it for 30 minutes, let the CAN bus reset itself and start all over again, and that seems to hopefully cure most of the faults. So panels all glued up. I've got the polystyrene insulation, can't say it. That's all in, so it's basically ready for the panel. I've joined up 2 panels to make one. They're glued up, and I've got the carpet out ready to cover it, but I'll do that tomorrow now. And the back's all propped up, glued in place, so by the morning that should have gone off nicely. Well, it's Tuesday morning, still got lovely weather. I've taken the supports off the back from last night. I've made a bit of a start this morning. I've put the polystyrene insulation in all down that side, and I've got a cut hole for a window, but I'll just cut through it. I'm going to take the back panel out now and carpet it, and then I'm going to make the panels for the side and carpet those. I'm not going to cut the hole for the window until I've laid all the furniture out and decided where everything's going, and then I'll cut the hole for the window or windows. So on with the panelling and carpeting. That's the back panel all carpeted. Fairly easy to do, didn't take too long. I'm just going to flip it over. And that's it. Best way to do it is to fold the carpet across the middle of the panel so the carpet's on top of itself, glue half the panel, glue half the carpet, fold it over, just give it a gentle pull, don't stretch it too much, give it a little pull so that it comes out nice and flat, and then flip the other half over, glue that half the panel, glue that half the carpet, and then flip it back over and press it on, and that's it. So now it's got to go back in the van. As it's almost impossible to find the screw holes, I put a piece of tape on the carpet side and then punched a hole through from the back so I could see the hole in the bit of the tape where the screw goes. And then once you've got the screw in, you can just, he said, peel the bit of tape off. It does stick quite well to the carpet, but you can peel it off. It's a lot easier than trying to find the screw hole in the carpet. And the same with the bottom ones, a bit of tape to mark them, and I'm going to put some extra ones in just below the window just to hold it. And that's the first panel finished, screwed on, and I've fitted the window surround by using the Caravan one. You have a blind built in and a mosquito net. So as far as I'm concerned, best way of doing it. There we go, that one sorted. So many more to do. Well, that's the end of today's effort. All the side panels in. Obviously got to cut holes for windows, but they're in for the moment. The lower part, not bothered about, because that'll be covered with furniture. So back window in and complete. All the side panels, all the insulation behind them, side panels in. And now tomorrow, hopefully, I've had to order a bit more polystyrene. That'll turn up tomorrow, and I'll get this side insulated and panelled. And then it's time to start fitting the furniture. Well, see if it fits. I think it will. The Caravan it came out of was roughly the same size, so hopefully it should all fit in. We'll find out. Thanks for watching. Bye.